Okay. Well, Joe Biden's out there flapping his gums again, talking about Mitt Romney's not qualified to be president because he merely just ran Bain Capital. So he ran Bain Capital. He saved the Salt Lake Winter Olympics. He was the governor of a state, and he knows how to create jobs. He knows how to manage businesses. He knows how to save a huge organization like the Olympics and make it profitable. He ran the state of Massachusetts, so he knows how to, use executive authority. But somehow that's not qualified Mitt to be president. However, being a community agitator, um, having a shadowy past, serving briefly in the Illinois State Senate, and then was a part-time U.S. senator. And I say that as he half his career in the U.S. Senate, he was campaigning. That qualifies him to be president, commander in chief. I mean, come on, Joe. Is this? Do you need some omega-3 supplements? Are you losing your damn mind? Let's look at it. What does Bain do? Bain is a private venture capitalist type thing. What they do is they take investors' money, and where do they get money? By the way, from the private sector, 401ks, unions invest pension money and stuff like that in the Bain. Then they go in and they look at a company, and they see if it's worthwhile to invest in it to try to turn it around. It's a failing company. And let's face it, it's a failing company, which means it's a business that without outside help is going to go bankrupt or just go out of business, in which case everybody loses their job. Bain goes in, they look at it, see if it's worth investing in. If it is, they set up a contract, with terms that basically say, hey, we'll invest this amount of money for 2 years or 4 years. And at that time, we need our money back plus interest. And that's how the investors make money. Now, most of the time it worked out well. Sometimes it didn't. But you know what? The company was gone anyway. So, but somehow that's bad. Having Mitt Romney make money for his investors. And who were his investors? People, pensions, unions, people who pay their union dues for retirement. Average day citizens. It's not just rich people. So Biden is again, I'm tired of this stuff where people are nice and they say, well, he misspoke or no, he's a damn liar. Joe Biden is a buffoon and a liar. All right. These are, private citizens investing money and looking at they look at the risk and nothing. Anyone who has money in the stock market knows it's not guaranteed. Okay. Bain goes in there, they look at the risk, they determine if it's a good risk, and they invest. Unlike this administration, who has no money, they borrow $1.5 trillion in that neighborhood every year, so they can give it away to their little pet project, their cronies, Obama's buddies, Biden's buddies. And look at all the failed companies that they've put money in. Energy One, Solyndra, there's just countless. GM, Chrysler, they failed. Even after the bailout money, they failed. They were still forced into a structured bankruptcy. Why do we have to bail them out? Why not just let them go into bankruptcy and restructure everything? Why? Because Obama, that money that the folks used to bail them out, that bailed out the union pensions is all that did. So somehow I owe some union guy making buku bucks a pension? Really? I didn't tell you to have all your investments in GM. But yeah. So the administration, they squander money on projects. They have no clue what's a good risk and a bad risk. Look at all the just tens and hundreds of billions of dollars in waste. in failed little projects. But somehow that qualifies, Obama to be president. That, qualifies Joe Biden to even be vice president. That guy shouldn't even be a door watchman. He's a buffoon. So, folks, don't buy into Biden. The guy's just, man, he's ignorant on every single front. But anyway, I hope you get what I was saying a little bit about venture capitalism. Hey, what I did forget to mention is, they do have a term. Say it's a 4-year investment. After 4 years, they're going to take their profits and be done, because that's the end of the contract. The contract's over. It's a preset contract. If the company can't sustain itself, then the investors are going to get their money back that they invested, or as much as they can. And if the company goes down, the company goes down. But it is what it is. But it's private money. It's not taxpayers' money. This is money that people voluntarily give. It's not money taken by the government. I never asked the president to invest on my behalf, nor would I ever, because he's a lousy investor. If he were in private business doing what he's doing now, he'd be in prison. As would most of Washington and this administration. So anyway, I hope you kind of get where I'm coming from, and catch you later.